Welcome back, students. This is Dr. Hadi here and you are watching Medical Globe by Dr. Hadi. Today's topic is clearance. Clearance is, start with the definition first. If you see here, the definition is available here. The volume of the fluid that is freed of drug in a unit time. And students, most of students, they feel great confusion when they watch a look at the definition directly. Let me explain this. Clearance. Let's suppose you have body, and inside your body you have different compartment. This is one compartment, and this is second compartment, and this is third compartment. And okay, this is your body. This is the liquid. Here is fluid, water. Here is fluid. Here is fluid. Okay. Suppose, for the sake of complicity, for the sake of convenience, so that you people easily get the topic, I will say, let's suppose the volume of the fluid here is, this is 3 liter, and this one is, okay, this one is 2 liter, and this one is 5 liter, suppose. Now, also suppose that we have the drug distributed in the 5 liter, the drug here distributed in the 3 liter, and the drug is also distributed in this 2 liter fluid. We will assume that the drug is uniformly distributed throughout the body liquid. This is your body and this is the liquid part of the body, and the drug which you have administered are this time present in the liquid. You know very well that the drug never stay in our body for a long time. Usually they leave the body. So now see. Let's suppose in the first hour, in 1 hour, in the first 60 minutes, suppose in the first 60 minutes, in simple words, in the first hour, we saw that the drug has been removed from the 3 liter fluid first. This 3 liter of the body which has been freed of the drug is called as the clearance. This is called what? It's called as clearance. So we say that the clearance of the drug is 3 liter per hour. We write H per hour. In some books we just write 3 liter per hour per 70 kg, because we will assume the weight 70 kg as the average weight. So according to 70 kg person, in each hour, how many liter of the fluid has been emptied of the drug is 3 liter. In this case it will be 3 liter. Now suppose that another drug we have, and we saw that another drug has been removed from 3 liter and 2 liter. So the drug from this 3 liter and 2 liter further. In this case, how many liter of the drug has been, of the body fluid has been freed? So that is 5 liter. So in this case, we will say that the clearance is 5 liter. Means 5 liter of the body fluid has been freed from the drug. The drugs are no more available, and that's 5 liter fluid. In this case, the clearance is 5 liter per hour per 70 kg. So you have to do the calculation according to 1 hour. Okay. Now, if another drug we have that is that has been cleared, that has been removed from 3 liter, from 2 liter, and from this 5 liter as well, let's suppose. So in this case, if total 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this case, if 10 liter of the body fluid has been removed, freed from the drug, we will say that the volume, that the clearance is 10 liter now. 10 liter per hour per 70 kg. Okay, now come to the definition. What is clearance now? The volume of the fluid means that this is the body fluid that is freed of the drugs in a unit time. So in a unit time means that within 1 hour or within 1 minute, which is not necessarily 1 hour, maybe in 1 minute. So in a unit time, the fluid that has been freed from the drug. Most of students, they commit mistake. They think that clearance is the amount of drug. No, no, no. You cannot add the amount of drug. You will see how much volume of the body fluid has been freed from the drug. So these values are just assumed values, right? It may be 10 liter, maybe 5 liter, just to make you people understand. That's why I gave this example to you. So now, this was the concept of the clearance. Now come to the formula of the clearance. We have two formulas for the clearance. Two formulas for the clearance. The first formula is rate of elimination. Oh my God. What is elimination out here? Elimination. This is something special. Elimination is of two types. Means if you have a kidney, my God, you have a kidney, you have two kidneys usually. If the drug inside your body reaches to the kidney, and from the kidney the drug is removed through the urinary bladder and through the urethra, through the urine. That drug which is removed through the kidney, it is called as excreted. My dear students, the drug which are excreted, that is also called as eliminated. And here once again you can use the time. Means how much drug has been eliminated in 1 minute, in 2 seconds, in 1 hour. So the elimination, the first elimination means the drug which is removed through the urine, that is elimination. And you know what is the interesting thing here? The second thing, elimination, is the metabolism. And this is the second one, is the metabolism. Let's suppose you have a liver, and this is the liver. Oh my God, what's going on? Okay, what? Okay, this is the liver. So in the liver, a drug reaches here, and when the drug enters the liver, the structure of the drug is changed. So it was active and the liver has made it inactive. That drug which enters the liver, and inside the liver the structure of the drug is modified, this drug is also said to be eliminated. So elimination does not only means the drug is excreting through the kidney or the skin or the lungs, but elimination means the drug which is metabolized. And the most interesting thing is that metabolism not only takes place in the liver, metabolism can take place in any cell of the body. This is just a very famous example that most of metabolism occur here. So it means elimination can be in the liver, or it can be direct excretion through the kidney. Even some drugs which reaches to the to the liver, and from the liver these drugs follow the bile duct, and with the help of the bile duct they reaches to the intestine, and they reach to the intestine, and when it comes to the intestine it is excreted by the help of the feces. So some of the drug may also leave your body by the help of the feces. In this case it is also called as elimination. So the confusing thing for the student is they only consider elimination as direct excretion. No, elimination is metabolism as well as direct excretion to the kidney. Now elimination of the drug is also in accordance with the time. How much drug is eliminated in 1 minute? How much drug is eliminated in 1 hour? So you can also relate elimination with the time as well. Now come to the topic clearance. The idea of clearance has already been given. Now the formula of the clearance is rate of elimination. We have just discussed. Rate of elimination means in 1 minute how much drug is eliminated divided by the plasma concentration. Every drug must be in the drug plasma. So divide that plasma concentration by the rate, you will get the clearance. And I have already mentioned that elimination may be excretion or metabolism. So in both cases that we give the name elimination. And what will be the unit? The unit is liter per hour per 70 kg. That is the unit of the clearance. As is the definition. Now come here. What is this? CLT. Dear students, you know very well that elimination is not only occurring in only one part of the body. We have different parts, and in each part the elimination process is going on. So we will not be having a single type of clearance. We will be having more than one clearance. If you want to calculate the total clearance, you must think that where are the other places where the clearing processes continue. So here is CLB. That is blood, clearance to blood. That is H, clearance through the liver, because some of the drugs are also cleared through the liver, and some of the drugs are also cleared to the urine. So if you sum up, maybe there are CL others, means if inside your body there are some other paths, some minor paths through which the clearance process is going on. So in this case you will add them all: blood clearance, liver clearance, urine clearance, and all. Sum of them, the answer will be called as a total clearance. One more formula of the clearance is equal to dose divided by area under the curve. In my previous lecture I have already given my lecture on the area under the curve. So if the area under the curve is given, you can easily find the clearance by dividing the dose over the area under the curve. One more thing, this formula of clearance is useful only in case of those drugs which follow first order elimination, So if the drug is first order eliminated, you can use this formula: clearance dose upon area under the curve. And if the drug is not following the first order elimination, then you cannot use this formula: clearance dose upon area under the curve. This point must be keep in mind. Okay, dear students, now come to the next and the last special topic, that is elimination types. Elimination of the drug, I will write it here: elimination of the drug is of two types. Number one, I think this color is not suiting this time because we have some light problem. So that is first order elimination, first order, or zero order. The elimination may be first order or zero order. Okay, let's start with first order elimination. What is first order elimination? Let's suppose this is an organ. And we call that eliminating organ. And you know very well that in body we have organs that eliminate drugs. So we are going to suppose that this is an organ inside the body, and this organ is involved in the elimination of the drug. Now see, if we give 10 milligram of the drug, and we saw that the eliminated drug is, let's suppose, 2 milligram per hour. Let's suppose this is 2 milligram per hour drug is being eliminated. Okay, the dose was 10 milligram. Now I'm just increasing the dose. Let's suppose I'm increasing the dose. That is now the dose is being given is 20 milligram. 20 milligram. When I increase the dose, here elimination also increase. We got 4 milligram. 4 milligram of the drug has been eliminated. So what we saw here, if you increase the dose, the elimination is also increased. So input yani amount, if you increase the amount of the drug input, what will happen? Elimination also increases. This type of elimination, which is dependent on the concentration, more concentration, more elimination, less concentration, less elimination. This type of elimination is called first order. Means if you want to increase the elimination rate, you must increase the amount of drug in the body. If you want to decrease the elimination, you must decrease the amount of drug in the body. So this is so interesting, so loving, that the more is the drug, the more will be the elimination. Less drug, less elimination. Such type of elimination is called as first order. So in first order, how to define first order? Means if the elimination is dependent upon the concentration. The more the drug concentration in your body, the more will be the elimination. Less concentration, less elimination. Okay, that's very good. Now come to the zero order. Okay, for zero order, I am going to erase this all the data here. For zero order, let's suppose we have 10 milligram of the drug in the body. Let's suppose this is present in the body, and we saw that in the first hour 2 milligram of the drug has been eliminated. Okay, fine. Now I give 20 milligram. Now next time, in your body now, the amount of the drug, the concentration of the drug is now increased. But when we saw that it is still 2 milligram, I further increased the amount to 40 milligram in the body. But we saw that still the drug eliminate is 2 milligram. What is going on? The same amount of drug is eliminating, and that drug which is eliminated is not dependent upon the amount. Whether you increase the amount or decrease the amount, the drug's amount which is eliminated remains same. So in this type of elimination, the eliminating drugs does not depend upon the concentration. In this case, we give them a zero order. So what is zero order? If the elimination is independent, of the concentration of the drug. So finally, we got the idea first order elimination and zero order. Once we got the first order and zero order elimination, we will so easily get the topic, these two last topic. Please, if you rotate the camera here, these two are the last topics, that is capacity limited elimination and flow dependent elimination. Okay. The elimination process is of two types. One is the capacity limited elimination, and one is the flow dependent elimination. So first I will explain capacity limited elimination. Again, let's suppose you have an organ, means this is the organ that is going to eliminate or metabolize your drug. Now here is one cell, as second cell, and there is third cell. Yeah, 3 cells are there. And these cells are involved in the metabolism of the drug. These cells are involved in the elimination of the drugs. And look, interestingly, you have drugs. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 molecules of the drugs. And in that organ, we have only 3 cells are available. So when this drug reaches here, this will be attached here, and this will be attached here. So in the first time, only 3 molecules are eliminated in the first time. If you increase the amount from 6 to 9, still 3 molecules, because here the cells which are involved in the elimination are saturated. So in this case, what happened? Saturated means we have only 3 cells available, and the drug molecules are so many numbers. If you increase the drug molecule, nothing will happen. The elimination will remain same. This kind of elimination is called what? This is called zero order, because the elimination is not dependent. If you increase the amount of the drug further, again, how many molecules will be eliminated? 3 molecules. Each time only 3 molecules will be eliminated. This kind of elimination is called as zero order. So in this case, such kind of elimination will be called as capacity limited. What we call as capacity limited means it has a fixed capacity that it can metabolize only 3 molecules in the first unit of time. The remaining molecules have to wait. They have to wait for the time that these cells once eliminate the 3 molecules, and then it will give time to other molecules. So in the case of saturation, the elimination rate will always be constant, and we call it capacity limited elimination. Now here, now see, this is the blood. This is the blood. If more blood comes, or if less blood comes, the elimination is not dependent. Whether more blood come or less blood come, it will always give you 3 molecules in the first part of the time, in the first unit of time. So this kind of elimination is also called as flow independent. Means it is not dependent upon the blood. It is, you cannot say that more blood will come, more drug will come, more elimination. No, this is not happening. So what are those drugs? What are those drugs that follow capacity limited binding? These are ethanol, phenytoin, and aspirin. These 3 drugs are always eliminated by the zero order, and we give them the name capacity limited elimination. There is another word we use, extraction ratio. What is extraction ratio? Suppose the blood arrives here to the organ, and the blood leaves that organ. We saw that in the beginning there was 100% of the drug was there, and after passing that organ, we saw that 90% of the drug was still there. Means only 10% of the drug were eliminated. So this 10% is called as the extraction ratio. You will divide, right, these two. So we got the extraction. Only 10% of the drug has been eliminated. Now we can also give them low extracting drugs. Such drugs are called what? Low extracting drugs. Okay. Now another example. Again we have an organ. The blood enters here, blood moves out. In this case, once again, let's suppose we have 100% of drug. After passing that organ, we saw that there were only 10% drug were there. Where the 90% drug has gone? The 90% drug has been eliminated. A large fraction of the drug has been eliminated. A large fraction in the first pass. The drug has been eliminated. Such drugs are called high extraction drugs. So we have some drugs that when they enter the organ, a large proportion of the drug is metabolized. Such drugs are called as high extraction drugs. And these drugs, such kind of drug follow what? Flow dependent elimination. What is mean by flow dependent elimination? Look, there are some organs that can eliminate more and more drugs. Mean if you bring 20 milligram drug, it will give you elimination of, let's suppose, 2 milligram. And if you increase the drug flow, means if 40 milligram drug reaches here, it will eliminate 4 milligram. If you bring 60 milligram drug, it will increase elimination to 6 milligram. Such kind of elimination which depends upon the amount, means you increase the amount, elimination is also increased. This kind of elimination is called as flow dependent. Now see here, who bring the drug to the eliminating organ? It's blood. It is blood. So if less blood come, I suppose, if less blood come, means what will happen? Less drug will come and there will be less elimination. Fine. If more drug reaches more blood, if more blood reaches more blood, means more drugs, and more drug means more elimination. In such case, the drug elimination is called as flow dependent. Means the more is the blood flow, the more will be the elimination. These are two different types of body organs who eliminate the drug. This is saturable process and this is unsaturated. You can't say there are 3 cells only for elimination. This you can't use this saturation process. So if no saturation is there, this is flow dependent. All other drugs mostly, except these 3, usually they follow flow dependent elimination. Now elimination depends on the rate of drug delivery to the organ. Second, most drugs eliminated in the first pass. Most drugs that eliminate, they follow flow dependent, most drugs. And high extraction ratio drugs, I already explained high extraction drugs. If you use high extraction drugs, and then blood flow to the organ is the main determinant. I mean, the elimination of the drug depends upon the blood flow. More blood flow, more elimination. In this case, this is called as saturable dose. Why? Because there are some specific eliminating cells. Once the drug occupies these cells, the process is called as a saturation. No more cells available, so that's why we use the saturation process here. Concentration independent, they are not dependent on concentration. If you decrease or increase the concentration, nothing will happen. The elimination will be a constant. And this is following non-linear Michaelis-Menten elimination. Michaelis-Menten elimination is a topic of enzyme, so usually that type of elimination follows the Michaelis-Menten equation. So a lot of time MCQs, you can see that in an MCQs that Michaelis-Menten equation follows which type of elimination. So the answer is capacity limit elimination, and that is flow independent. This point has already been discussed. If you increase the blood flow or decrease the blood flow, there will be no change. And what are the example? Ethanol, phenytoin, and aspirin. These three are the example of the capacity limited elimination. Hope, my dear students, you got the today's topic. Thank you. See you. Allah Hafiz.